Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Bitcoin versus the VIX. This coming from Tony the Bull Severino, and he is saying every time the Bitcoin USD/VIX chart touch the trend line, so he's looking at this particular chart here, guys, with the VIX trend line plotted there, a rally did materialize. Is this time going to be any different? So take a look at this, guys, Bitcoin to USD. So it is the typical Bitcoin to USD chart, but also has got that VIX indicator there demonstrating the volatility that we've seen. And, recently we did see that volatility with Bitcoin. What he is noticing, though, is that every time it does touch this trend line, we did start to see that rally to the upside. And so, 2024 has already been very, very bullish. I guess the last time we did see that indicator before this most recent time was back, right back at the bottom of the market at the end of 2022. And then we started to see the bulls run. So are we going to see this same thing? I know this was a bit of a black swan. Luckily for us, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are coming out of this very healthily. Right now, Bitcoin is trading at 57,300 per token. And yesterday, I've kept these price markers on here just to show you guys. Yesterday, we were trading at 54.9, and the day before, when we were coming up from that dump, 50,900 per BTC. So we are reclaiming a lot of this. I find that Bitcoin is climbing, wants to likely get back into this level of support in here. Once we can get back in there, then I guess buyers and sellers will determine where price will go from there. Luckily for us, sentiment is moving up too, guys. Neutral territory for the general crypto market. And take a look at this. Market cap is back up above $2 trillion. So that is up just over 4% in the last 24 hours. We have seen a lot of that sell-off just dying off now. Market activity is down within the last 24 hours, 38.72%. Bitcoin dominance slowly creeping up. So a lot of that money, guys, going back into Bitcoin. If you guys caught yesterday's video, you probably remember that segment in the video where I was discussing BlackRock, Fidelity, MicroStrategies, all those big institutional firms buying up the Bitcoin. They did not sell one Bitcoin, whereas the panic sellers, the retail traders, they were selling Bitcoin left, right, and center. Within the last 7 days, we are still down on the week, but guys, it's starting to look very good. Bitcoin is up 3.95% in the last 24 hours. Even Ethereum is up 1.8%. We got BNB coin up. Solana is up 9.3%. XRP, guys, up 2.92% as the time of this recording. So we've got an XRP trading in and around 51.5 cents. And if I bring up the XRP chart, here you guys can see XRP has fared quite well. I'm going to get back to XRP in a second. I just wanted to mention this from sentiment. The crowd played a massive part in crypto rebounding over the past 30 hours. Bitcoin's rapid bounce back to 57,000 came immediately after social media proclaimed we were about to see $40,000 to $45,000 yet again. So instant bounces after bearish sentiment is a common theme throughout 2024. We've seen this time and time again, guys. Bottoms were in back on March the 5th, March the 19th. We did see it again back on May the 1st. July the 5th was the most recent one, and now August the 5th. So we are coming out of that. Social media mentions here too are noticed on the chart in green. You guys can see those spikes. Initial crowd celebration of Bitcoin surpassing 45,000 again. So there is a correlation, I got to say, between the retail sentiment, at least what is being seen on social media platforms, and Bitcoin price. I don't know if they're directly correlated or if it's just by coincidence. When the sentiment is low, people talk about it. When the sentiment is high, people talk about it. And that fact does translate into the market. So Dr. Magic here posting this, guys, with regards to XRP. And this is something I found interesting considering XRP is rebounding healthily as well. The lowest we saw XRP go within this last dip was in and around 43 cents. You guys can see the wick down there, 43 cents for an XRP. But now we're up, what did I say, 51.5, roughly 0.514 as of the time of this recording. So we did see XRP dip down. It is now coming back. But Dr. Magic here saying XRP is the only coin that I've seen that didn't actually make a lower low on yesterday's dump. Tells you a lot about the current strength relative to the market. So guys, is XRP relatively stronger compared to some of these other altcoins at this point in time, at this point in the cycle? That being said, previous support is now resistance. Need to reclaim it to get bullish. So there is still some work to do. What he is noticing here, XRP climbing back up. But guys, take a look at that. It didn't actually make a lower low. And when we compare that to other cryptocurrencies, here, let's just take a look at XRP very quickly here. XRP did dip down back on that July 5th dump. It did dip down to 30 8 cents roughly. Boom, 38, under 40 cents. I know a lot of traders were getting excited to buy the dip. And this time around, it only went to 43 cents, as I mentioned earlier. So it didn't actually make a lower low. You compare that to cryptocurrencies like Solana, I guess. Let's just bring up the Solana chart here. You guys can see Solana did in fact make a lower low on July the 5th. Solana did go back down to $121 per coin. But most recently, guys, we did see a Solana worth about $110 per coin. Even Ethereum, guys, made a lower low. Check that out. Boy, Ethereum just got decimated there. On July the 5th, we saw 2,800 for the Ethereum price. And most recently, we saw 21.15. So a lower low there. And guys, even coins like XLM, which trades in a similar fashion to XRP, back on July the 5th, we did see about 7 cents, 0.0769. And most recently, yes, technically, it did go lower to 0.0757. So technically, we even saw Stellar Lumens go down even further in this most recent dump. Compare that to XRP, guys. XRP actually made a higher low. So right now, it's all about reclaiming this level of support. But looking at the broader picture, really, we are still par for the course. Need to get up above this trend line, and we're doing that very, very carefully here. We're actually, well, technically we are above that trend line now, so we're in and around here. Trend line really gives us that indication of where XRP has been moving up from since about mid-2022. So I wanted to thank Dr. Magic, guys, Sentiment there, and of course, Tony the Bull Severino. I hope you guys noticed this. Donald Trump Jr. retweeted out his brother's tweet. This from Eric Trump. I've truly fallen in love with crypto and DeFi. Stay tuned for a big announcement at Trump, at the real Donald Trump, and at Donald J. Trump Jr. Big things are coming. This is the future. So this is a pretty big statement here from Trump's camp, maybe on the heels of what the Harris campaign is concocting. Here comes Kamala Harris's pitch for the crypto vote. This coming from Subjective Views here on Twitter, a group of top industry leaders. So this isn't even put on by Kamala Harris. This is a group of top industry leaders, policy experts, and crypto enthusiasts are rallying behind Kamala Harris to push for a forward-thinking crypto policy. Next Wednesday, August the 14th at 8 p.m., the Harris campaign will be hosting a virtual town hall, including Mark Cuban, elected officials, and policy leaders about plans for the future of crypto. So it looks like the Democrats are, trying to, I guess they're making a 180 on this. Let me just look this up. Crypto for Harris. I did it earlier so you guys can see it in there. This is a brand new Twitter handle, and you guys can see it only has about 869 followers. But really, this campaign trying to rally around Kamala Harris and this new, this new fresh face they are trying to put on the Democratic Party. They know they're going to lose the crypto vote if they don't move quickly, considering we are seeing this from Trump's camp. And, this is a more honest, I feel, organic kind of a move from the Trump camp. And it just seems a little bit reactionary when we take a look at the Democrats. Nevertheless, I guess we will see what happens. Mark Cuban is going to be there. We know that many people in Silicon Valley do vote Democrat. So I guess we'll have to sit back and see what comes next. A bombshell announcement did come out yesterday. I don't know if you guys caught Jungle Inc.'s video. Wow, says the Wrath of Kahneman, stepped off a plane to this news. The XRPLF, or rather the XRP Ledger Foundation, handing trademark code repository and XRPL.org over to a broader community now called the INFTF. So many people in the space are commenting on this. Like Vet here, the XRP Ledger Foundation is now renamed to Inclusive Financial Technology Foundation. That certainly does not roll off the tongue. Nevertheless, I guess they've decided to do this now. Embracing solution and tech, not restrictive to one ecosystem, affords a more inclusive name and structure. So they are changing it up. They are not purely focused now on the XRP ledger, it sounds, but rather a broader ecosystem. The previous XRPLF and now INFTF is inviting the whole community, protocol contributors, validators and node operators, community-driven organizations, and even the community directly via a DAO or a DAO to come together to maintain the things that the foundation is currently a custodian of. So the trademark of XRP, code repository, XRPL org domain. This is big news, guys. The trademark of XRP, that means that theoretically we may be holding something else down the road if they decide to change the name or change the trademark. I mean, I don't know if they could or will do this. Nevertheless, this is now what's happening until everything is organized. The new foundation is honored to continue to be custodians. Bank XRP even giving us a little more insight on this from their exclusive press release here. In recognition of this, we have renamed ourselves the INFIF, a backronym for Inclusive Financial Technology Foundation, legally IN or in FTF MTU. I mean, these backronyms, whatever you want to call them, sound kind of silly to me. And when they don't roll off your tongue, they just, I don't know, maybe that's just me. We continue, of course, to embrace all technologies that can help assist us in our mission. There are some things to consider as a consequence of this change. It's an undeniable fact that XRP and the XRP ledger are inextricably linked by the name and the native asset. So this might be a bit of an issue. And I don't know. Ripple employees have reacted to this, thanking Jungle Inc. for his letter. I guess I should read that letter first. Jungle Inc. did come out asking some questions. So if you guys aren't following Jungle Inc. on Twitter, I suggest you do. I will link this tweet in the description. I hope this open letter finds you well. He's tweeting this out to Monica Long here. My name is Jungle Inc. I'm a content creator and journalist focused on the cryptocurrency and blockchain space. I'm writing an article about the recent developments surrounding the XRPL Foundation and have received information indicating that there may be plans to end the foundation. So, I guess this happened before. The foundation clearly is not ending. They're just kind of rebranding it. Given the significant role of the XRPL Foundation and how this plays in supporting the enhancement of the XRP ledger ecosystem, I do believe it is crucial to provide accurate and comprehensive information to the community. The XRPL Foundation has been instrumental in promoting and supporting the use and development of the XRP ledger, ensuring the integrity and stability of the ledger, encouraging innovation by supporting developers and projects, educating the public, developers, and businesses about the benefits and capabilities of the XRPL, maintaining the decentralization and community-driven governance of the ledger. Given these contributions, the potential dissolution of the foundation raises many questions and concerns within the community. I would greatly appreciate the opportunity to interview you for this article. Your insights would be valuable in understanding the motivations behind this decision and its potential impact on the XRP ledger ecosystem. He says specifically, I would like to discuss, so number one, the reasons behind the decision to end the XRPL Foundation. Number two, how Ripple plans to support the XRPL community and ecosystem in the absence of the foundation. Number three, the steps taken to ensure a continued stability, innovation, and decentralization of the XRP ledger. If an interview is not feasible, a written statement addressing these points would also be highly appreciated. And then he asks them to get in contact with him. Some people did comment here, like David Schwartz. Thanks, Jungle. We at Ripple have been part of the conversation with the XRP Ledger Foundation, XRPL Labs, the XRPL Commons as well, etc., to discuss the best path forward for a foundation to serve the interests of the XRP ledger and the community. So the developers, the builders, users, projects, exchanges, universities, validators, so on and so forth, infrastructure providers. Folks are aligned on the next steps, and specifics will be shared as soon as possible. So it sounds as though David Schwartz is saying that there is stuff going on behind the scenes. I don't know whose decision this was. If it could have had, maybe Ripple was a strong influence there. I'm sure Ripple was a strong influence. Folks are aligned on the next steps. He says, okay, and yeah, more information will be shared as soon as possible. You can see the statement Barath posted here today. So the statement was here. This is the official statement, and I did highlight some of that in some of those tweet threads, but I will link this in the description if you guys want to read the full thing. So Jungle Inc. says, I will now hold off commentary until we hear more. It makes me uneasy just because I respect the XRPLF and the work they do so much. We'll have an open mind and look forward to hearing more details. Thank you for your response. Monica Long, guys, also did comment on this. Michael Branch bringing us this article from you today. So, as we know, the foundation has been renamed, and Ripple's president has responded to an XRP Ledger community member who had inquired if there may be plans to end the XRP Ledger Foundation in the wake of the transition. The XRP Ledger community member also sought to know Ripple's plans to support the XRP Ledger and the steps being taken to ensure its continued stability, innovation, and decentralization. Monica Long did chime in on this, and let me just bring up this tweet here for you guys. Hi, Jungle. Thanks for your questions. As Barath and David did mention, more details will come, but to clarify for now, the discussions with the XRP Ledger Foundation, XRPL Labs, and the XRPL Commons, Ripple, and others are about a new independent XRPL Foundation. So it sounds as though it's just a rebranding effort, and it's going to be a little bit less, how do I say, maybe aligned with Ripple specifically. I think in the early days, this foundation was really driven by Ripple and their employees, and probably because the ecosystem is growing so much, they have decided to kind of step away and not be that central authority that, you know, is usually, I mean, sometimes it's about the optics. Do you guys remember, I don't know how long you've been in the space, but there was a point in time where Ripple did say that, or was it, I think it was even Ripple who put it on, that they wanted to, they gave the XRP community members an opportunity to design a new logo for XRP. They really wanted to distance themselves because before 2017 or 18, it was called, or people were calling it, the Ripple token. So Ripple just said, okay, let's design, you know, let's rebrand, let's make it an XRP, let's, you know, focus everything on XRP. It was still technically called XRP, but everybody was still calling it Ripple. So they made a concerted effort to do that. The other thing I wanted to mention here too, something that it just reminded me of this, because I've been in this space since 2018. I do remember Brad Garlinghouse once saying, and I don't remember, it was a long time ago now, that Ripple's MO is not necessarily to be babysitting in this space. At the end of the day, they want everything to run independently, and this could in fact be a step in that direction. Just as Monica Long does put it here, Ripple and others are about a new independent XRPL Foundation. So, you know, because Brad Garlinghouse said that, and because I've been in this space for a while, because I remember that particularly, this idea that the ecosystem is growing, and the fact that, you know, these guys want to make sure that it does have its independence, that these organizations are not inextricably linked to Ripple. That is what I think they want to do. Jungle Link down here commenting, thank you both to Monica Long and Joel Katz for responding. As you know, decentralization is important for any blockchain. I'm glad to hear a new foundation is being set up. It's so important to keep the XRP trademark and other assets totally separate from Ripple. That is the biggest issue at hand here. I'm glad to hear it seems like it is working out. So these are all things that we have now discovered since Jungle Ink did post his video the other day. This is the original Jungle Ink tweet, and Jungle Ink's blog here. I will link this in the description. If you guys didn't catch his video, I do suggest you watch it. So ultimately, the broader mission, he says, the INFTF's announcement highlights their involvement with international organizations like the Organization of Southern Cooperation, consisting of 28 member countries. The foundation aims to drive a digital vision that extends beyond the XRP ledger. So I think that is one of those key points there that we should be paying attention to. They want to broaden this organization out. So it is still going to, XRP ledger developers are still going to be part of this, but ultimately they want to broaden it out. So this is both exciting and ambitious. Embracing a wider range of technologies could indeed foster greater innovation and inclusivity in the financial technology sector. So we talked a little bit about maintaining custodianship, positive outlook, and the needs for quick disclosures. So as an advocate of the XRP community, Jungle Ink says, I'm genuinely excited to learn more about these changes. And so we did talk about some key concerns as well. Centralization of control, the focus on the XRP ledger, transparency and community trust, urgency of the matter as well. Timing is of the essence. Normally, such changes might not be time sensitive, but with the prospect of another crypto bull run, it is imperative that these concerns be addressed promptly. In December 2020, XRP investors were caught off guard by a significant court case, leading to substantial challenges. To avoid a repeat of such an event, it is crucial that all stakeholders are fully informed and understand the potential implications of these changes. So, again, this is Jungle's blog. This is his opinion. I do suggest you watch his video. The thing, though, is that we still don't have answers. We don't have concrete answers yet. In conclusion, though, Jungle is saying the rebranding of the XRP Ledger Foundation to the Inclusive Financial Technology Foundation marks a significant shift in the foundation's mission and scope. While this broader mission holds promise for greater inclusivity and innovation, it is essential to address the concerns surrounding decentralization, focus, and transparency. By providing timely and comprehensive disclosures, the INFTF can ensure that the XRP community remains informed and confident in the future of the XRP ledger. And I think that's ultimately what we want to know. We want to make sure that our investment is secure, that, that says this isn't going to affect XRP in any way. I mean, Ripple's still going to be utilizing XRP. They still do have an incentive to make sure that that price is high because they're using it in all their products. As we stand on the cusp of another potential crypto bull run, clear communication and transparency are more important than ever. The XRP community deserves to understand what these changes mean for their investment in the future of the XRP ledger. Let's approach this new chapter with optimism and an open mind, but also with a commitment to asking the right questions and seeking the necessary assurances. So wanted to thank a huge thank you to Jungle Inc. for addressing this. Of course, Monica Long, David Schwartz, Michael Branch for bringing that to our attention originally. The Wrath of Kahneman vet, Bank XRP. I wanted to go back to this Wrath of Kahneman tweet here because he did also comment on this. Nico Lazone here saying, what would your opinion be, or what is your opinion? For some of the community, it leaves us with many doubts. Why now? What do they mean by integrating other technologies? And Wrath of Kahneman here responding to this, I think the XRP Ledger Foundation was asked to do everything with little support, a tough situation. The relationship between Ripple has seemed awkward, so I think this is a professional way to move forward and let everyone share responsibility for the XRP Ledger. Geo here say, totally Greek to me. Is this concerning? And the Wrath of Kahneman does say, I think it is probably for the best, an adult way to move forward for people working hard behind the scenes. I also do think that, at the end of the day, because the ecosystem is growing, because, the needs for an XRPL Foundation today are much less, I think, than they were back, when Ripple was trying to promote the XRP ledger. There's already more utility for XRP. The companies that Ripple have partnered with are already committed to using XRP. Think of all those banks, guys, and those financial institutions. I wouldn't necessarily take this as a negative. If anything, it is just demonstrating how big the community is growing, so much so that Ripple feels like they can now step away. That's bullish for XRP in my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.